I hope you are all surviving 2022. I had my first brush with COVID and I have my voice at the moment. So I'm going to open this box while I can still talk. I'm actually past COVID, but for some reason I still keep losing my voice. All right, so today we are opening Uprising, Curse of the Last Emperor. This is by Nemesis Games. I absolutely love their work. I did open this box up briefly, but I haven't looked through anything. I just kind of like saw what was inside. So we'll be mostly exploring this together. I'm not the kind of person to follow game designer, Kickstarter updates. I like being surprised. This is like Christmas for me. So what is the game? The game is a cooperative 4X strategy game set in a post-apocalyptic world. I get hints of Game of Thrones. And the reason for that is the empire is kind of fallen apart. You are each playing asymmetric, and you guys know I love asymmetry in my board games. You're playing asymmetric factions, which I could imagine being like Game of Thrones houses. And there is a royal house, emperor, you know, whatever, in the middle of the nation that you and your friends are all uprising to take out. But at the same time, while you are fighting the game with, you know, the game is controlled by the computer, the board game computer. There's no computer, there's no app on this, but, you know, board game machine. The emperor is fighting you guys off, while at the same time, these undead barbarians are surging in from all edges from over the ocean. So I imagine those are like the ice zombies. And if you let the ice zombies win, then sure, the emperor is defeated, but you've also lost. There's nothing to, you know, to take. And so that's why I kind of get this impression that it was maybe inspired by Game of Thrones, and maybe probably better if you actually like this aspect of cooperative and working together instead of maybe some of the Game of Thrones literal games, which I mean, I have Game of Thrones right there. But I like it all, you know me. All right, boom, Uprising. Great art, come on. I mean, this art is amazing. The box is so big, so heavy, and it's dense. All right, so we got the combat sequence cards. So it looks just like some, you know, kind of helper cards. I kind of like showed out that so you can, oh, that was silly. There you go, you can see both sides. Activate skeletons, place a curse. So there's some magic in this game. Looks cool, all right. This isn't a how to play, so I'm just gonna kind of let you see everything as I see everything. So this is a hexagonal map, which I like. You know, it kind of gives me impressions of strategy games. I love 4X games. So Civilization, Command, Conquer, place the cool Imperial slave mines, the Netherwood Dunkelholm, the Fjolja Stone Circle, the Capital, Norngard, the only real city left after the curse. The game contains small parts and could be a choking hazard. I will avoid trying to eat it. Sveskog, Katrak, Zhigard, Paklandris, Fjernhala. I mean, I'm liking the feel of things, for sure. So here's the actual game map. We saw the hexagonal like regions. I imagine those are either randomly placed or placed based off of your factions. The Screaming Sea, the Howling White. All right, don't know. Let's see, is it two-sided? Nope, it is one-sided. I kind of like that, guys. I get that you pay for, like as a game manufacturer, you pay for both sides of a board game. So having said that, I often get frustrated because I don't know what the other side of the map is for. This board is pretty big, but not too big. And while I do appreciate a big game, the reality is that I want it to fit on my table. And I want it to fit on my table, but I also want everybody to be able to see everything. So while I can switch to my mega table, people end up so far away they can't actually see everything. So I've actually decided that I appreciate a smaller game that everybody can see what's going on. So I don't know what this is, but Legion's deck, Imperial Graveyard, Chaos Graveyard. This looks to me like the board for the computer. Again, I'm going to keep calling the automated actions that the game does on its own the computer, because that's really basically what it is. It's like an AI that's built out of a combination of board game elements. Oh man, come on guys, look at the quality of this. Like you just, well now maybe it's harder for you to read. No, it doesn't matter. You guys can read. I trust you guys. So I can already picture it, right? Like you put out that Imperial Graveyard board, you put out the big board, you put out the, it looks like chapter track, and you're gonna have a very cool layout for your game. I just think it's gonna have this feel that is gonna make people want to take it seriously. And for me, I want that. I mean, we're not playing apples to apples here, guys. I will prefer to play with people who take this as seriously as me. And if you put out a game that looks like this, then I'm gonna take it seriously, and I wanna play with people who also appreciate. Look at, I mean, the craftsmanship of this. It's so heavy. This is heavyweight board. The quality of the ink is top notch. It's small things, but I appreciate it. So here's the rule book. Gotta love a spiral rule book. This ink, it's so rich, the saturation. I actually looked, and they raised $350,000 on this Kickstarter. That doesn't count post sales, post upsells, all that. I would estimate 580,000, 650,000, somewhere around there. That's my estimate. I suspect this is 70% all went into the components. I mean, unless they have like really good deals. I just, like, I'm looking at this and it looks so top notch. They did not go cheap on this game. And I have recently had problems with some of my rule books, especially from Kickstarters, especially from overseas, whoever's manufacturing them. I've had problems with pages coming out, and I've had to rebind them myself. Well, you're not going to have that with this, right? And it's going to lay flat every time. I mean, flat other than you have the spiral in the middle. Man, this, can't you just imagine like putting on some headphones, listening to some music, and reading through this rule book? I mean, this rule book looks cool, guys. Oh man, I am getting so excited. I don't have a scheduled game yet so that I can actually give my review and my actual playthrough. And I like to play the game for real. I don't want to just do a fake play or something. Thank you. We worked for 4 years making this game, a game that we love to play. I love that. Cornelius, Powell, and Dirk. And if I mispronounced Powell's name, then I apologize. I love it. Not intended for use of persons ages 14 years or younger. Okay, got some hints. Pay attention to that at the end, especially with cooperative games. If the game designers want to give you hints, pay attention, because probably you will want to play the game in a way that is suboptimal. So some cool tokens. So again, this is a asymmetric board game. So we've got the elephant riders, we've got the saber-toothed tiger riders, you've got wolf riders maybe, and you've got, I don't know, dinosaur riders, lizard riders. I'm not sure. I guess when I open it, I will see. But you can definitely tell these are different species, races. It looks like we have these little boxes. And of course, these little boxes are still sealed, but it's a faction box because it says faction box. You got one box per faction. This is up to a 4-player game, I believe. Yeah. Can you imagine how easy it is to set up this game when you just hand out? Oh, what the heck, guys? Okay. All right. I don't even understand, guys. These aren't cardboard. These are not cardboard. These are like acrylic printed character icons, standees. You got armies and units, and they're gonna be on this like very bright colored thing. You've got these icons. You see these, I don't know if you can see them, but whoops, there you go. See that little orange square? Well, this guy has a blue square. So you're not just gonna have to like memorize something. You have some hints. And that makes all the difference of the world, guys. Honestly, like if you're gonna have these small army units be actually like printed characters, and they're all gonna be asymmetric, it can get real confusing real quick. So, man, that's the standee holders. Is the standees the characters, or the standees the things that holds the standees? Holds the characters. I don't know. But these are not gonna be something that every game you have to put it in a standee and then take it out of the standee and then put it in the standee. And then when it's cardboard, just the tension of your fingers and the pushing it into the little things often cause standee type things to start ruffling at the edges. That's not gonna happen here because these are plastic. So that seems super cool. You're just gonna hand out the faction box and they're gonna be able to like set up and start playing. Resource box. Again, this is all about how quickly can you set up the game. I don't know, at this point, we're exploring, we're going off the rails. I don't know what these actually are. These are per faction. And what they are, I don't know. It looks like cities, maybe? Yeah, I would guess that they're cities, probably. Comment down below, guys. Are you gonna keep them in the bags even though they're inside of a plastic container? Because I kind of don't want them in bags. Because like this, I just feel like it's gonna be a hassle. But these boxes are super nice. So why would I not trust the box? And empty box. So once we start, oh yeah, because there's the cardboard. We're gonna punch out all that cardboard at some point, and it's gonna have to go places. All right, so we've got the legions, and these are all named, guys. You don't have to like guess where do things go. No. They got little icons. They're printed. How much did it cost to get that thermoformed, guys? I don't know. I have not worked with this level of board game, but we got tentacles, we've got skeletons. So these are all the monsters coming from the ocean. The Banished. Oh, they've got cool little like, I guess the Imperial cities are like little Japanese fortresses. which I think looks super cool. And they got multiple levels. I don't know if they all go together like little Kyodins, but that's super cool. You've got, these little barricades. Maybe you can build walls around your cities. It is a 4X game, so I can kind of imagine you kind of building up. These are weird little tentacle clips. They look like the little clips that go on a slider, like a little card that slides around. We're down to the last box. Let's take this out. And we've got the ever-present, very important silica gel. Do not eat this, guys. There was multiple warnings that this is not for young people because they might eat the silica. Cool little wood blocks. I wish there was more wood, to be honest, guys. I mean, just from an environmental perspective, I feel like it's got to be better. Little, money maybe, resource gems. Got custom dice. Looks like blanks, shields, shield skulls, lightning bolts. We've got big giant quest cards that look kind of like the size of almost like a tarot deck. So some helper cards so people can understand the odds based off of the dice distribution, right? You can see that different colored dice have different numbers of sides. I always appreciate that because a lot of times people make bad decisions based off of just guessing. But, boom. These are events. I'm not gonna show too many just in case these are like meant to be kind of spoilers. But after you play it a couple times, this is not a, a legacy game or anything like that. Oop. High quality cards. They've got those like ridges on them, which I think those ridges help protect the art because the little ridges they slide the majority of the art is actually between those lines. So I think that's the deal on those. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can post if the lines are just a type of printing or if there's actually a reason for them. But I thought I read somewhere that those lines are actually meant to it's like higher quality. Release the Kraken. Super nice. Again, the quality is the same everywhere. High. That's all you can really say about it, is that there has not been a single thing that I've seen that looks damaged or badly produced. This whole thing looks like they have got quality control. Now, I don't know, I could be missing something. To be fair. And it's worth, honestly, it's worth going through everything and making sure you have every single thing, because the last thing you really want to do is start playing a game like this and then find out that you're short something. You can definitely tell that so much care and detail was put into this game. It seems like once you have everything in place, when you want to play, you're just going to take all these boxes out of the big box, set it all up, and you're going to be able to start playing very quick. Then after you're done, you're going to know where to put everything. I love that. I am more than willing to pay 20%, 30% more for this level of quality. If I don't know what this cost, but whatever it cost, I probably don't know. I don't want to know what it cost, but however much it cost, if you told me I could have got it for 20% less, but it would just be a normal game with like a handful of Ziploc bags, nah, no, this is the way you do it. Because the first time I present this to my gaming group, and they see how quick it is to set up, they're going to want to play it again. They're not going to dread the setup. There's times where I start unpacking a box and they're like, oh, no. Can we play something else? Something faster? Can you just put it all back? It doesn't even matter how long the game was going to take. Just unpacking a badly organized board game sometimes kills the mood. That's not going to happen here. They're going to get excited. Now, are they all going to be equally excited for the density of that rule book? I don't know. It looks to me like there is a lot of things on the boards, reminder cards, helper cards, just so much stuff that I believe that you will not have to memorize too much. But that will be in the game review. With that, I hope you enjoyed this game opening. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope 2022 is the best year in 2 years. It's not too hard. It's not too hard. So let's reach for the sky and let's make that happen. All right, guys. Bye.